Before I tell you why I dropped out of college, let me tell you something even I discovered later. The classroom where your child sits in every day was shaped by a decision made 200 years ago to produce a population that just follows instructions without asking questions. And I am going to prove this in a few episodes properly. Why I dropped out was because I did one thing that you're not supposed to do in a system like this. I asked why. Why am I learning this? Not from an exams POV, but for real life. And I didn't have an answer. Nobody had it. And that time, it stopped feeling like an education to me. It felt like obedience with a syllabus. And eventually, I did one thing. I left. And when it was my time to educate my kids, I did something that every parent is told not to do. I refused to hand over my kids to a system that I had spent years escaping. I started homeschooling them myself, not because I hate schools. I don't. I actually love my school. I have some beautiful memories associated with it. I used to be a topper in my early school days. But if something has been good to me, doesn't mean that it's right. Life is not just about me, myself, I. Life is about a lot of responsibilities beyond that. Because I had already seen from the inside what the system optimizes for. And it is not curiosity, it is not understanding, it is not competence, it is not capability. It is just compliance wrapped up in a report card. That's it. Here's what's coming over the next few episodes. And I would have genuinely watched all of it if I were you. I'm going to show you how traditional learning system is obsolete, it stands exposed, and it's preparing your kids for a world that no more exists. I'm going to tell you how emergence of AI is more like a light switch on moment for the world than it's a threat. I'll tell you why phrases like my child is not a math person or my child is not a science person maybe not so honest an analysis of your child's capability. I'm going to discuss about the confusion about the competitiveness and competitive skills. I'm going to run you through a data or straight from the Federal Reserve that should worry all of us who believe that a degree is a gateway to a bright future. I'm going to tell you how we have stretched a 10-minute idea for our child to 3 years of his or her life, and who gets paid for it every time we do that. And I'm going to finish that with that 200-year-old blueprint that I just spoke a while ago. Few of the things that I'll tell you that they might sound funny, few might bite a little, but everything about it is true. Nothing is theoretical. Everything is about my personal experiences and everything that I have lived all through. This is not a courtroom. It's just me telling you what I actually experienced.